Has a narcissist been dragging your name through the mud, smearing you to anybody that'll listen, twisting facts, recruiting their flying monkeys, and trying to turn people against you? Here's the truth. You can shut down these smear campaigns and these false allegations without trading punches or losing your peace. In this video, I'm going to give you the exact phrases to say at work, with your family, at home, in your neighborhood, co-parenting, whatever you need it for, so that you can protect your reputation and keep your leverage, gain more leverage, and take your power back. Welcome. Before we dive in, make sure that you have subscribed and you've hit that bell, because every day we drop new strategies so that you can build leverage. I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm the leverage lawyer, and I'm here to help you slay that bully, which is the name of my best-selling book. All right, so here's the thing. Narcissists, they rule by controlling, by hating, by smearing. But here's the thing that they can't stand. The instinct for you is going to be to defend, explain. I always say never jade, never justify, argue, defend, or explain, right? So that's going to be your instinct. But the more oxygen you give that lie, the bigger it burns. So the play is not to out-scream them. It's to out-strategize them. So you want to demonstrate, document, and deploy precise language that is going to starve their supply. That's what they hate. This for you is going to be data, not drama. Sun Tzu said that the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Narcissists want you to spar with them. They want you in their arena. They're inviting you into their arena. Their arena is reactive, emotional, and public if possible. You win by controlling the frame, changing your words, and refusing to fuel the spectacle. You're not going to be invited. You're invited, but you're not going to accept the invitation there. Let me tell you how smears really work. There's the instigator, which in this case is the narcissist, and then the amplifiers. The amplifiers are those flying monkeys, the people that they're smearing to, the gossipers, okay? And then there's the audience. The audience is the people who don't necessarily have all the facts. The narcissist's goal is to isolate you, to provoke you into over-explaining so that you look like the reactive one. You look like the one who's the instigator and the guilty one, basically. And then they rewrite history using half-truths. They just talk about your reaction. They don't talk about what caused the problem in the first place. So your counter strategy is my slay lens, okay? Which is the slay strategy. S is strategy, L is leverage, A is anticipate, Y is you. Strategy. You choose where and if you're even going to respond at all. Your leverage is use facts. You use their behavior as your gift in creating more leverage, because patterns equal power. You don't debate. It's data, not drama. A is anticipate. Anticipate that there's going to be this smear campaign, that they're going to try to pull you, suck you, drag you into this crazy vortex of insanity. And so what you want to do is have pre-scripted responses so that you are at the ready and you can keep it brief and have boundaries. Brief and boundaries. And then the why is you, your value, you setting the tone, you setting the bar, and you setting the floor of where you're going to be. You want to know that your identity precedes your destiny and know that you are worth being respected. And you're going to demand that that's what's going to happen. So here's the phrase playbook, word for word lines that you can use. I prefer to let my actions speak for themselves. So you are signaling a quiet confidence here You're sidestepping that drama. So if somebody says you missed deadlines, you say, I prefer to let my actions speak for themselves. Here are the delivery receipts from the last 3 sprints or whatever it is. So that's number one. The second one is that doesn't align with my experience. Calm, factual, and you're inviting evidence. So if you're dealing with your family who might say, you're so selfish, you can just say, that doesn't align with my experience. I hosted the last 2 holidays. I covered expenses. You just say facts. This is not defending. This is stating facts, right? There's a huge difference in that. Number 3 is if anyone has questions, I'm happy to clarify directly. So this is when somebody's trying to triangulate. You're going straight to the sources. I'm happy to clarify. You're projecting transparency. You're inviting transparency, in fact. So if people are saying certain things about you, if anyone has any questions about me, I'm happy to talk to them and clarify with them directly, because nobody's going to come directly, because gossipers are cowards. And you know what? If anybody is saying things, you just let them. It's the whole Mel Robbins theory. Let them say whatever they're going to say, because you can't go around trying to convince every single person on the planet about yourself, and nor do you need to. So statement number 4 is I'm not available for gossip. If there's a concern, put it in writing. So it moves to something that's documentable, right? That becomes your gift, of course, because patterns equal power. And it shuts down this whole he said, she said conversation. I'm not available for gossip, but if there's a concern, put it in writing to me and I will address it. They will never put it in writing, okay? Because the things that they do put in writing actually just help you. And by the way, if you want to start learning how to document what the narcissist is doing in the proper way, grab my free Doc the Narc cheat sheet. You can get it at docthenarc.com so that you can start creating that leverage that you really need to create. The next one is silence plus documentation. This is a quiet kill, your bulletproof leverage. This is screenshots, dates, witnesses. So if you're co-parenting with a narcissist, when they say, oh, you are a horrible person, I've told everybody or everybody knows, you ignore the smear email. You save everything for your lawyer or for when you're going to need it. Maybe it's down the road at mediation or at a hearing, and you only respond then if you need to whatever you need to. If there's a conversation about when to exchange the kids, you just ignore the smear and just say, we can meet at 3:00 on Wednesday. I would keep all of your messages, if you are co-parenting, in a co-parenting app, if possible, and have it court ordered that you communicate through the app so that everything is documented. And then if you need to, you can always say, keep all communications child focused and in our co-parenting app. Thank you. If a coworker is relaying a smear, thank you for letting me know. Noted. If you want, say who said that and when, so I can follow up with them directly and address it directly. If people are trying to hurt you through smears, just know that it's always great. It's great facts. It's super revealing. So you know who you can trust and who you can't, which is fantastic, because you want to keep your circle to people who are going to be supportive and helpful to you. By the way, if you need additional support, join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. All right, so remember, keep things factual, keep calm, direct it to an app if necessary, or to email if you don't have kids together. If you are seeing something on social media, you don't need to engage in public disputes. You can even say, I don't engage in public disputes, and just really, really resist the urge to defend yourself publicly and get into that, because again, it's like trying to put the finger in the wall of water through the dike, right? Remember that story as a kid? You're never going to have enough fingers to shut it all off. Stronger thing to do is to walk away. If you're ambushed, breathe, pause, SOS, stop, observe, then speak. Name the frame. I don't engage in gossip. I address facts. Make a specific ask. What's your specific question? And then happy to provide the facts, happy to engage in a reasonable, respectful dialogue. That's what you want to do. Your leverage kit is going to be your screenshots with timestamps, original files, calendar invites, receipts, witnesses, your journals, any performance dashboards, parenting app logs, things like that. And then if you need to, you can upload them into Slay AI, which is my AI program, which will instantly create court-ready exhibits for you. So just know that there are two types of people. There's going to be the people that instantly react, and then that gives the narcissist what they're looking for, helps, it creates that power for them, but not for you. And then there's the discerners. There's the people who look at patterns, who look at evidence, who live for the discerners. So know that that's what you're going to do. You be the discerner. Those are your people, the people who are going to know the true you, the real you. Tell me in the comments that you're going to look at facts. I want you to write the word facts in the comments below. Make sure that you get my free Doc the Narc cheat sheet as well at docthenarc.com. So here are some rapid fire phrases for you, some extra ammo. I'm not available for character assassinations. I don't accept that premise. I'm choosing not to respond to rumors. Please stop mischaracterizing me. I want to stay child-focused or fact-focused. Let's do that now. I'm stepping out of this conversation because it's not productive. So those are just a few more arrows for your quiver, okay? Just know that your reputation isn't decided by their volume or by their patterns or by the things that they're doing or saying. Your value and worth is determined by you and nobody else. Narcissists smear you because they can't control your truth. You don't have to fight in the mud. You can win with clarity. If this video helped you, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, like it, and then also share it with somebody who needs this lifeline today. And don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a daily strategy or tactic to create that leverage that you need in negotiations, court, or your life in general. If you've ever built anything from scratch, whether it's a business, a brand, or a podcast, you know there's nothing small about it. The decisions, the hustle, the grind, the pressure, it's so all-consuming. And that's why I was so grateful to find Shopify when I set up my own store, shop.rebeccazung.com. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide and handles 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from giants like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just starting out. It simplifies everything: inventory, payments, analytics, marketing, all in one place, and their built-in tools make it so easy to run email and social campaigns that keep customers coming back. If you're selling globally, Shopify can help you do that too at over 150 countries. If you're selling in person, their award-winning point of sale brings your online and retail worlds together. And with 99.9% uptime and the best converting checkout on the planet, you'll never miss a sale. Get all the big stuff for your small business right with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial and start selling at shopify.com/negotiate. That's shopify.com/negotiate. The next video that I want you to watch is Signs a Narcissist is Testing You, because that will connect the dots between what they're doing and your reputation battles. Okay, so watch that video next. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'm here to help you negotiate with courage and confidence. You can do this. Many thousands have done it. You can too. You are not alone. You are absolutely powerful enough to get your life back and have control over your life, right? So I will see you in that next video.